Hey, what's going on everybody? My name is Fibulator and welcome back to a brand new video on the Ironman profile on Hypixel Skyblock. Today, we're going to be tackling kind of some random stuff. I kind of got a little bit sidetracked from the initial goals I had in the first video, and I don't really know exactly where everything is going, to be honest. It kind of just comes and goes and bursts and spurts of motivation. But you can see here a little sneak peek for the third episode, I believe, is when we get into what is going on here. So stay tuned for that. But in this episode, I believe we are tackling the redstone mines specifically to unlock our accessory bag, as well as going ahead and grabbing a couple of extra accessory bag slots that I actually didn't know about, and some of you might not know either, so stay tuned to check that out. And we also make our way into the Dwarven Mines and do a couple other things and get the island looking like this, as opposed to the default island that you start out with. So if any of that sounds of any interest to you, please stick around, leave a like and a comment, and let me know what you think down below. Without further ado, let's get into this episode. We're going to go ahead and see if we can get a minion area set up. I think that is priority numero uno. Because it's going to be a pain in the butt to do all this stuff later if we don't just get it over with right now. So we're going to go ahead and make ourselves a bunch of slabs, and I think we're just going to build the minions off into this direction. So we're going to grab our bricks and start our building one and our last block. So this is just going to be a simple little area, nothing too fancy. And then for our minions, I'm going to have to jump off and do that. Ooh, that was close. That was very close. But we're going to go ahead and start with figuring out where we're going to place the minion. I believe they build 2 out, so go ahead and place down our wheat minion. Wheat's not necessarily a huge priority, but it is something that will be fine for now, just because we want to get our collections up without actually having to do a whole lot of manual. Granted, wheat is going to kind of go, pretty quickly, but it's okay for now. It's just what we have and what we're going to go ahead and work with. So let's go ahead and get a couple more of these little minion plots set up. Bada bing, bada boom. We now have our sand minion placed. So we are good there. I'm gonna go take care of these creepers real quick. Oop. And we're gonna go ahead and pick up our cobblestone minion and bring him back on over to the plot and place him right there. I think we're just gonna wait. I think I need a bit more. Yeah, 184 more cobble before we can upgrade him, but that is a-okay. So for now, we are slowly building up our little minion empire. I believe we have quite a few more that we're able to make. So we're going to go ahead and see of the things that we have, what can we go grab some more of. I think probably going over to the barn area and just kind of filling out all of the collections for our basic first couple of crop minions is probably going to be the best play. So I think that's probably the next step here, and we are getting quite close. If I just go and do a couple of fairy souls and then some of the farming over there on the farming island, I think we'll be able to get to Skyblock level 5 relatively quickly. And that way we can start the garden as soon as possible, because that is just something that I was doing on my previous profile that I was enjoying a lot. So I kind of just want to get right back into that. And I think it'll be really fun to have to build everything from scratch, because up until this point, I've been buying everything from the auction house and just have not been doing it, obviously, like on my own, just because there was not much of a point to. It's just one of those things that, I never really needed to. There was not much of a reason, especially when, like I said in the previous video, when you have access to things like the auction house and the bazaar, it just kind of trivializes a lot of the game. It's just, it turns the game, instead of being a, this cool progression-based thing, into less. And it just kind of forces you into this little pigeonhole of, like, it's just finding the most optimal way to make coins so that you can go and buy the thing instead of actually grinding it out. So I'm very excited to see where this goes. And we're going to go ahead and spend the next couple of minutes doing this quest here for the farmer. and we're going to go around and get all of our collections up just a tiny bit so we can make each of the minions and get a little head start. I do quickly realize after beginning this little time lapse and going through all of the farm area and trying to get a little bit of everything, get my collections up, get a couple of skill levels, that if I don't make a storage area relatively quickly, I'm going to be kind of screwed. So I do head back to the island to set ourselves up a nice little storage area. It's good enough for now. It has done what I needed it to, and later on we will upgrade to something more sophisticated. But for the time being, it's doing its job. We're able to store our stuff, and especially for an area that is as robust as the farm, I think it was kind of fitting, or a fitting time for us to go ahead and do this. So then I realized that we need to make a trip back to the hub to get ourselves a nice little pickaxe. I also realized that I was using a gold pickaxe to try to mine iron, so I forgot the fundamental rules of Hypixel. So yeah, we had to go ahead and, or well, the fundamental rules of Minecraft, I should say. We had to go make ourselves an iron pick, get some fortune on it, and go get ourselves some iron so we can make some trapdoor, or not trapdoor, some tripwire hooks to make our chests so we could do a much more condensed storage area. So I know it's the oldest trick in the book, but in case you didn't know, you can put stacked chests and trapped chests right next to each other, and they effectively do the same thing. It's just that the trap chests give out a redstone signal, so if you have any redstone nearby, that could be an issue, but for us, it's not going to be a problem. So we're going to go ahead and finish up this storage area. Hey, what's going on, guys? Since the last time that I recorded, I've actually made quite a bit of progress, and now we are at the deep caverns. I've been going around just getting all of the minions done. So far we've got every single farming collection that you can have, at least level 1. I've crafted all of the minions. They're back at home on the island. And now I have gone for the mining collections, of which I've gotten the majority. We're still waiting to get obsidian because I'm kind of getting wrecked by the skeletons and zombies down there in the bottom. And I think we've got everything else pretty much done. So what I'm going to do now is, because we need redstone to get as high as we possibly can so we can get our accessory bag upgrades, I'm going to go down into the redstone level of the deep caverns, and I'm going to farm simultaneously my redstone collection. I'm going to get the 15 enchanted redstone to get to the dwarven mines, and then I'm also going to, I was just informed that there is a guy that has a quest down in the redstone mines that will let you get 4 extra, or up to 4 extra accessory bag slots, which is huge. So we're going to try to do that. I went to the lapis level. I also completed the lapis miners quest, where he wants you to gather a bunch of lapis and make him a special pickaxe. So we completed another quest there. And yeah, so we are going to get started on that. So we are back, and it only took about 13 minutes from what I can tell from the recording to get all 4 of the new accessory slots for our bag from the redstone miner. And then I just got one more inventory of redstone so that I can level up our basic redstone minions here. Just try to get a couple of upgrades on them because we need them to be working on redstone while we go do a bunch of other stuff, but we just need our accessory bags. So that is the main goal for me right now. I think I have one more minion slot, so I'm going to go ahead and craft just one more redstone minion before we go ahead and move on to the next thing. So there's our last redstone minion 2. Yes, so that is 8 of 8, and they're all level 2, so we'll go ahead and get our level 3, and that is all we can get for now. We also went ahead and set up a cow minion, just because we're going to need some enchanted leather and some enchanted beef at some point, so rather sooner than later get that started. These guys are kind of just here in the meantime. They're not super important, but it's just what I had. So I will replace everything with redstone minions soon, but for now, this is what we're rocking with. And we're going to go ahead and I think work on the next goal, which is getting our enchanted redstone so that we can go down to the dwarven mines and then get a better pickaxe, because right now we're still just rocking with this base diamond pickaxe and it's not doing too hot. Plus, I believe the mayor that's in office right now gives us, Minister Cole, so we're getting an extra 60 mining wisdom, and we need to take advantage of that while we can, because the early stages of mining are a huge pain in the butt. Honestly, all the stages of mining are a huge pain in the butt, but especially early on, and as I have no experience with mining on a Ironman, I have no idea how easy or difficult it's going to be, so we're going to give it a shot. That will be the next goal. We're now Skyblock level 8, so we've gotten at level 6 we got the instant pickup, and at level 5 we unlocked the garden. I did go ahead and start on the garden. I think I got so we got the wheat farm set up. It looks like it didn't. Hey, Future Fibs here, and so I'm still not 100% sure, but I think that this actually pulls the seeds from your inventory even if you're using the preset. I don't know why, but I thought that if I used the preset, it would automatically plant everything for me. So this poses a huge threat to the garden experience, because that means that I'm going to now have to go into cocoa bean farming in order to get replenish, in order to put that on my hoe or axe or whatever it is that we're using. And until that point, it's going to be awful. It is going to suck and we are going to suffer. So I might spend some more time in the main hub doing some wheat farming. But as I say that, I now realize that that won't count towards our garden level, and therefore we won't be getting any closer to the cocoa bean farm. So I think we're just going to have to suck it up and manually plant. And I don't know, maybe that'll just be like a day that I spend doing that, because that sounds awful. But anyway, back to the video. Wow, I don't know if it was meant to, I'm pretty sure it's meant to plant with seeds. That's kind of strange. Or maybe I just didn't have any seeds in my inventory, so we'll have to go and get that started there as well so we can start working on farming. But I think for now, just because of who is in office and who the minister is, I think it would be best probably to focus on mining, and then we'll go for farming at a later date. But we will see. All right, so we have now gathered our enchanted redstone, so we're going to head down into the Obsidian Sanctuary and talk to Rise. Go ahead and give him this beautiful gift of 15 enchanted redstone so that we can... There we go. Boom. Now take me to the place. All right, so we got our Heart of the Mountain unlocked. Very nice. I don't know if... Ah, yes. Okay, cool. So we got a couple things that we need to do here. We're going to go ahead and talk to our boy. Oh, I didn't even realize that they gave you a menu here now. That's pretty cool. Can I go to the... No, I can't. Okay. So he is going to yap my head off while I go talk to Boo Boo. So we can get our first pickaxe. So let's upgrade from this dingy diamond pickaxe into our fractured mithril pickaxe, which is a difference of, well, not that much. I think it's, I think a base diamond is 200, I want to say. So it will be an improvement once we get it enchanted, and it has better breaking power. So that is all a nice dub. We're going to go ahead and run on over to the commissions guy, the king. Hello, Red Rose. Let's go. Come on. All right, we got our commissions. Thank you. We're going to go talk to your librarian, the puzzle man hiding in the corner over here. Hello, thank you. And we will take this. Thank you for the powder. Let's go ahead and Heart of the Mountain, spam our mining speed real quick. And then we're going to go test out this fractured mithril pickaxe. I guess actually we could go back to our island real quick after we go buy some enchantment bottles. Just because we've got this mayor in office that's letting us buy 10x all of the NPC items, which is very nice. Especially since I don't feel like farming any of these XP bottles. And now we can go back to the island. We can get ourselves a couple of enchants on this new pickaxe. So we're going to go ahead and spend the 45 on fortune. And then we need to get, it looks like 45 for experience, 30 for efficiency. Bada bing, bada boom. That leaves us with the 45 that we need for experience. Oh, well, 34 that we need for experience. And then we can go ahead and get ourselves a smelting touch on there as well. And it is now rocking a solid 225. So 5 more mining speed, 2 more mining fortune, and then also 1 more breaking power. So we can go ahead and get rid of our old diamond pickaxe, which I'm just going to dump off. Oh, actually, I guess we'll just keep it in here with the rest of our old tools. Just as little memorabilia. You know, something to look back on at some point. And here we got a couple of Reforged stones we got while farming for the lapis armor. We got a compactor from the quest with the lapis miner, I believe. And then I think in one of these chests we have some more. There it is, our slimy rune and our blood rune. So because we can't really do a whole lot with these, at least that I know of for now, because we can't use the auction house, I'm just going to kind of hold on to them. And maybe we'll do something with them in the future. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and reorganize our inventory a little bit. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please make sure to hit a like and leave a comment down below. Maybe consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this, and let me know what you want to see in the next video. Give me some Iron Man suggestions. Like I said, I'm kind of going into this pretty blind, looking up a couple wiki things here and there, but I'm not watching any guides. So, you know, we're going in and seeing the experience, you know, seeing how it is for a player who has never done Iron Man before. And yeah, so it's been a good time so far. I look forward to making many more videos, and I hope you enjoy, and I hope to see you in the next one.